Good morning, everybody.
1-834-4400 to inquire about receiving a special TIC radio receiver, or visit our website, ticnetwork.org, and click the Listen Now button on the homepage. Or listen through your phone by calling 425-585-1901.
Yeah.
Listening to the voice of Southeastern Massachusetts for news, sports, and talk. AM 1530 WVBF and FM 2599 DD 99.7 Middleboro, Taunton.
USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
Louisiana's Democratic Governor John Bel Edwards narrowly winning a second term yesterday. The Deep South's only Democratic governor, handing President Donald Trump another gubernatorial loss this year.
What a great night it is for Louisiana, and to God be the glory.
Republican businessman Eddie Raspone losing out to Bel Edwards by about 40,000 votes.
We had nothing to be ashamed of. We had over 700,000 people in Louisiana really want something better and something different.
Authorities in Germany say a collision between two passenger jets on the ground at Frankfurt Airport did cause damage but left nobody injured. The Korean Air, Boeing, and Air Namibia Airbus planes hit each other shortly after they had landed. And you're listening to USA Radio News.
Haul packages for a living? A gas-powered Mercedes-Benz Sprinter delivers. Transport people? A Sprinter van with 0% financing is a 5-star idea. If food delivery is your thing, then a gas Sprinter caters to you. And if you're a general contractor, the Sprinter with 0% financing nails it. With innovation, safety, and technology, Sprinter is built for you. And it's built for your bottom line with 0% financing. The Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, starting at just $33,790. And for a limited time with IRS Section 179, you can be eligible for up to a $25,000 tax deduction. Gas engine, 0% financing, and a possible tax deduction? Now that's a Sprinter that delivers. Mercedes-Benz. Vans. Born to run.
MSRP excludes all options, taxes, title, registration, transportation charge, and dealer prep fee. Options, bond availability, national dealer price may vary. See dealer for details about cost and terms. Only valid on 2018 or 2019 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans excluding cab chassis. Qualified commercial customers only. Financing offer valid through January 2nd, 2020. Consult your tax advisor for more information. Limits may apply. Visit nbvans.com.
President Trump spent more than 2 hours at Walter Reed National Medical Center yesterday for what the White House says were medical tests as part of his annual physical. The appointment was not on his weekend public schedule. His last physical was in February. Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham saying the 73-year-old Trump was, quote, anticipating a busy 2020 and wanted to take advantage of a free weekend in Washington to begin portions of what is otherwise a routine checkup. Protesters angered by Iran raising government-set gasoline prices by 50%, blocked traffic in major cities, and occasionally clashed with police yesterday after a night of demonstrations punctuated by gunfire. The violence reportedly killing at least one person. It's put renewed pressure on Iran's government as it struggles to overcome U.S. sanctions. This is USA Radio News.
Friends and family, I've told you about the great sleep I get with my MyPillow every night. Well, right now you can get a great deal and extra safety, because if you go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener special, get their buy one, get one free offer on the MyPillow Premium Pillow. Your 60-day money-back guarantee goes all the way through March 1st, 2020. That's now through December 25th. When you go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener special and use my promo code USA.
Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Nick Foles is being praised by many for his inspiring response to a question from a reporter about his faith after he was injured in Week 1 in a loss to the Kansas City Chiefs.
No, that's where, right when I felt this thing break and I was going into the locker room, I just realized, God, this wasn't exactly what I was thinking when I came to Jacksonville. Obviously, you come here and you want to create a culture and impact people, but at the end of the day, it's like, God, if this is the journey you want me to go on, I'm going to glorify you in every action, good or bad, and I still could have joy in an injury. And that's people hear that and say that's crazy, but it's like when you believe in Jesus and you go out there and you play, and that changes your heart. And you only understand it when, that purpose in your life, just like when I hoisted the Lombardi trophy. The reason I'm smiling is my faith was in Christ. In that moment, I realized I didn't need that trophy to define who I was because it was already in Christ. And that's my message when I play. Same thing happens when I get injured. We tend to make this so much about us as human beings. We tend to make it about us as athletes. It's not about us. It really isn't. If you make it about yourself, you're probably going to go home at night, lay your head on your pillow, and be very alone and very sad. And then hopefully someday you can find that purpose in your life, because my purpose isn't football, it's impacting people. And my ministry happens to be the locker room.
Foles is set to be on the field Sunday when the Jacksonville Jaguars play the Indianapolis Colts. For more news, you can always find us online at usaradio.com, or also check us out on Facebook at USA Radio. For USA Radio News, I'm Tim Berg.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and do not express the views of WVBF ownership or Hometown Talk Radio. Content aired on all programs are those of the host and their guests. Hey, Joey, what's happening? I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding towns? It's time for the Middleboro Week in Review with your host, Joey Driscoll. Stay tuned for news, Middleboro news, here on AM 1530 WVBF. Hey, Joey, what's happening?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the November 17th edition of Middleboro in Review. It is a cold, very cold Sunday morning here in Taunton and also in Middleboro. Very, very cold. Right now in Taunton it's 26 degrees here at 123 Broadway in Taunton, Massachusetts. And in Middleboro right now it's 29 degrees at the present moment. So we are well into November. This is the third week of November now. We're well into it. We have a few more days until Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is on the 28th. So we have 11 more days to go until Thanksgiving. That also means the Thanksgiving football games for high school and also the NFL. It's going to be a lot of football on that day here, and we will be talking about that. We'll also be talking about some Christmas events that are coming up very, very shortly here as well. We also have several other things. We're going to talk about a Thanksgiving concert that will be taking place in Middleboro. We're going to be talking about some other things as well. We're going to be talking about a little bit about sports. Colin Kaepernick had his workout yesterday. We'll talk about that a little bit. So we have a great show planned for you today. My co-host, Don, is not with me at the moment, but he should be joining me very soon. So, again, the weather, 29 degrees in Middleboro and 26 in Taunton. You can hear this radio program every Sunday at 7 a.m. on 1530 a.m. and 99.7 FM, along with the Facebook page, Middleboro in Review, on WVBF 1530 by Joey Driscoll. And that is every Sunday at 7 a.m. And also I have the replays on the show page as well. If you're unable to tune in at 7 a.m., I always have the replays up on the Facebook for everyone to watch. So, again, it is a very cold Sunday morning. We're getting closer to December, which means it's going to be very cold. Snow has already fallen a little bit this week, I believe. And I'm not sure if there's going to be any more snow in the future. But there will not be snow in the forecast for next week. Quite a bit of rain though, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday and Sunday for this week. So let's start with a Christmas parade happening in Taunton. The Taunton Christmas Parade is coming up in just a few short weeks. The parade will be held Sunday, December the 8th, 2019, beginning at noon. And it's going to be a fun parade. I remember watching it a few years ago. I believe it goes by the station here on 123 Broadway. To register for this year's Christmas parade, please return the attached registration form along with a brief description of your group to the Parade Committee, Taunton Park and Recreation, 170 Harris Street, Taunton, Mass., or by fax 508-821-1065. So the Christmas parade will be happening on December the 8th, 2019. The Middleboro Music Guild is going to be holding a Thanksgiving concert. We are, again, 11 days to go before Thanksgiving. So they are going to hold their annual Thanksgiving concert at the Sacred Heart Church in Middleboro on Sunday, November 24th at 3 p.m. The Sacred Heart Church is located at 340 Center Street in downtown Middleboro. The concert is admission free. The concert will showcase several area high school and adult chorus groups. The concert will also feature a combined chorus of the performing groups singing festival songs. This selection of songs will be directed by Sarah Mohn, choral director of Coyle and Cassidy High School. The Music Guild awards scholarships to support area students in their pursuit of musical education. Donations to the scholarship fund will be accepted at the close of the concert. The concerts during this time are always fun to go to. The especially festival concerts. When it comes to Christmas, Thanksgiving, especially at high schools, they're really fun to go to. And I am joined by Don.
Morning, Joe. How you doing?
Good morning.
How you doing? Good.
Good. Have you ever been to a school chorus concert, like a holiday concert for a school that you have went through?
Yeah, like a Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah. I have been, and I participated in one when I was in the 8th grade. I was in Oklahoma, believe it or not. I was Cordellum, and my friend Kevin Wynn was Ike Skidmore. So anybody who knows Oklahoma knows those characters. I mean, we had a few lines, and we did a lot of singing. I don't want to start singing now. 7 in the morning, people will be shutting us off nationwide, but it was a lot of fun, and the high school is more special, I think, because the kids really put their heart into it. Because when me and my friend Kevin did it, it was 4 nights, and we were on all 4 nights, and then 2 nights there were 2 different leads for the 2 different lead characters because they had so much role to play in. So it was a good time in my life, and any student who does it must love it. And Mrs. Clancy was my music teacher, and she was awesome. And it's funny how you bring that up because it does bring up some special memories. And that was a long time ago. I was like, I don't date myself, but I think it was back in 1981, 82 when I was, junior high.
Yeah, Christmas, especially Christmas concerts, are fun to go to for sure.
Oh, without a doubt. Even even on Broadway, even in Boston. I know they have something going on in Connecticut. There's a place called the Goodspeed Theater, Opera House, and I was wrong because I thought the Christmas Christmas Carol was playing there, but it's not. It's playing down the street in a smaller place. It's called the Knitting Factory or something like that. I could be wrong. I called them. That's down in Chester, Connecticut. Smaller venue. It's not at the Goodspeed, but they got something coming up like on the 22nd, 23rd. It's a Nat King Cole Christmas. So it's people like that. I mean, and in that setting too. Not to get off subject here, but you go up to East Hampton, Connecticut, along the Connecticut River, and this old opera house is Christmas. You got the rolling hills. It's the old town. It's old Christmas village, and you don't have to go too far in New England to find it. So I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Off subject.
Yeah. So let's take a quick break, but first, I want to tell everyone about Williams Trading Post. They are closed right now. They're closed until November 29th. They're getting ready for the Christmas season. They're going to have all you need for the Christmas season. All the flowers and all the antiques that you need for the Christmas season. They're going to be opening up on the 29th of November. And when they do open up on November 29th, give them a call at 508-947-1598 or go visit them at 556 Wareham Street, Middleboro, Massachusetts.
You get your Christmas trees.
Christmas trees.
Christmas trees. Old Christmas tree.
Christmas trees.
That's a great spot. And I'm sure a lot of people have been buying their Christmas trees for years. And to have the opportunity to sponsor them in your show is an honor because they are such they've been around so long. They're so, they're so embedded in the roots of Middleboro. And I think of people, it's funny how people go out and get their Christmas trees and to make a family thing out. And so where we going to get my Christmas tree? Well, we're going to, where else we go? Williams Trading Post. That's where we're always gone. That's where we go. That's where my father went. That's where my grandfather went. I can just picture that, and I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure they got generations and generations. Being in business for 70 years,
Yeah.
you have generations and generations of families going to the same place. People are loyal to a certain degree because they like how they traded.
Absolutely.
And I go down there, and I love the experience down there because everyone's so nice, knowledgeable, and it's just a good place to go. And we are, we're fortunate to have them as a sponsor.
And we're getting close to December, which means the cold weather is coming. I mean, it's cold now.
Is that your gig for that? Spark Street all about cold weather coming?
Well, it's true.
It's an auto body thing.
It's true.
Yeah, cold weather coming. You fix the dent because you slammed into somebody in the ice and snow, right?
Well, I mean, there's also...
Right.
Winter weather also affects the car.
Right. No,
too,
but they're mostly an auto body.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay? So, cold weather's coming. If you slam into the signpost and you dent your car and the airbag comes out, that's the place to go because they put the airbag back in, they'll deal with the insurance company, they'll get you fixed up and out the door.
Winter is dangerous when it comes to car crashes. Right. So definitely, if you need any work done before the winter happens or during the winter, Spark Street Auto Body is the place to go.
And signed up for the second time around is TJ Driscoll Construction.
Yep. Yes, they
for
are.
another 3 months.
They're
2.5 months or 3 months.
3 months. So, another 3 months, and we're going to play their commercial.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
So, Spark Street Auto Body, 48 Spark Street. And their number is 508-583-1495. And they are located in Brockton. We will be right back here on Middleboro in Review.
Spark Street Auto Body, located at 48 Spark Street in Brockton, Massachusetts.
Yeah, pumpkin spice there, kid.
Ooh. I didn't think you had that. Well, I mean, it's
what?
Up,
it was just I had to order it at the window because last time it's just like the. You ever listen to the Peanuts teacher? It's just
yes.
I'm trying to explain it to them and they're not getting it 3-4 times.
Yeah.
I saw me at the window. Should play Toms.
I'm gonna.
So no more,
on Crabberry Pond for now. For now. I think they'll re-up. I'll go visit her in December. Because she said she might want to do something in December. So I'm going to go visit her again.
Go visit her next week.
Yeah, so.
And say we haven't got anything from Leah. I used to interested.
Attics, garages, houses, and property in general. Again, the number is 508-725-2334. Call them today. You will not be disappointed in DK Driscoll Removal Services.
Folks, it's Johnny Ray. Radiohead
Yeah, I don't
has
play
moved to a
the
new
TV
time slot
Driscoll
on
commercials back to back.
No.
You still got to play Tom's, right?
Yeah.
We got to play Tony's, and then you got to do Tom's commercial.
Yeah.
This is your first batch of commercials?
First batch of commercials.
We get down to the nitty-gritty from every town and every city. The court of public opinion is now in session.
I'm playing yours at 11. Playing your commercial at 11, I think. Because Tony wants me to take out the Brockton Symphony Orchestra spot.
He wants what?
He wants me to take out the Brockton Symphony Orchestra spot.
Oh, okay.
To not play that again.
Why?
They're not sponsoring.
They're not
I guess they're not sponsoring
They're not sponsoring Music Odyssey anymore?
They're not sponsoring, no. I guess not. Something happened.
Don't forget to take it out because you've been doing it for so long.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. Okay,
Come on, Daddy.
112. Boom.
TJ Driscoll Construction is based in Wareham, Massachusetts, serving the South Shore area and Cape
Don't
Cod.
forget, I want to do the Connor thing before we go
They
off.
specialize in septic repair.
Before, yeah.
and landscaping.
So, after the second commercial.
No, later.
Yeah, after the second commercial. Like 7:45 or something like that.
Sorry about this morning. I had clothes ready and she went and moved them on me.
No problem.
Retaining walls,
It's fine.
foundations, and excavation. Lawn
When
installations.
you get home later, I have to go get my truck, so we need to go right East Bridgewater.
Okay.
Hey, is the Irishman playing yet?
What is that?
It's a new mob movie with De Niro and...
Never heard. I don't know. I've never heard of it. It's the first time I heard of it. I don't know. And we're back here on Middleboro in Review, and we are joined here by Dawn again. So Dawn, what do you have today for a daily rant?
Well, I don't know. I'm working on it.
Do you want to do it at the end?
Yeah,
I mean, I know you usually you did one last week.
I think I would do it every weekend.
Okay, so you have one.
So people would be breaking out the asprin after they listen to me.
So you have a rant.
I have one, and something I'm going to want you to read too.
Okay.
I'm looking it up, and it's something that I think hopefully a lot of communities will adopt, because on time, on budget, on service. I know I sound like the president here, but it's on time, on budget, and good service. And I'm going to be reading about a commuter rail in southern Florida that's privately owned. It's the only one in the country. So I'm going to have you read on it.
All right, well, listen in. Listen in, because that's going to be fun.
No, you think?
Yeah, so listen in. That's coming up later on in the show.
It's funny how you mentioned the plays, high school plays, and it's just lit me right up.
Yeah.
I haven't even had my coffee yet, really. And,
I haven't had my
lit
coffee
me up.
yet.
Because that was good memories. When it was the best 4 nights I can ever remember.
Yeah.
Being part, and it was packed. That auditorium was packed. I mean, for Central Junior High School in Quincy, yes, it was packed. And that was, sometimes if you do something like that as a child or as a student, it helps you through life. It's weird to say that you would participate in something and it was good. So you just hope schools don't axe that. That's music and plays and stuff like that. There's other things they can axe. Keep the learning there. You don't need fancy parking lots. We parked in a dirt parking lot. You don't need all this beautiful landscaping in schools. It's good to have. This is our school, but are you going to trade that for pulling a couple classes? I don't know. You got to find a balance, because it really helped me out in life, being part of that. And it's funny how you said that. I walked in on that. It was nice to hear you were talking about that.
All right, well, I'm happy to announce that the Patriots are back. They will be back on our television screens this week after a horrendous, I think it was week 10 or week 11.
What loss? Come on. You guys are just... Is it the end of the world?
Well...
It wouldn't sound like the end of the world. Like,
to be honest, I miss the Patriots.
They don't have a perfect record. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Come on, will you?
No, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about last week. A horrendous slate of games last week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped the gun.
That's not watchable. It wasn't watchable. I think they had the Giants versus the Jets on TV. Why? That wasn't watchable.
Who ended up winning that
game?
game?
I watched a little bit of it, but...
Who ended up winning that game?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to know. They're two bad teams, and they're not going to make the playoffs, so I don't know.
How do you know? Oh, by
the Jets have 2 wins. The Jets have 2 wins.
Who won last week?
The Dolphins.
No.
The Jets.
No.
Somebody, I don't know.
They're never going to win. You were sitting here saying the Falcons.
Oh, the Falcons.
Was that last week?
I forgot about them.
Oh, I bet
they're
you
also not going to make the playoffs, too. So.
Yeah, but you said they're not going to win, and they went and won.
They won, yeah.
And
against
you were like,
the team that they shouldn't have won against,
Really?
but they won.
Good luck with your
somehow.
Good luck with your Vegas odds, huh?
I guess I'm bad at Vegas odds. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but you said you were gonna.
They're 2-7, so they're not making the playoffs.
You said you were gonna remind yourself. We're getting just as bad as those other guys on the sports talk. They're always interrupting each other and talking over each other. I'm just gonna let you just say what you gotta say. And
So the Jets are 2-7. They're not making the playoffs. They have to face off against Washington. They'll probably pick up a win today. Washington's 1-8. They're also not making the playoffs. Washington. I'm sorry. That was Washington's all right. Washington. I hope they do good soon next year because they will. Honestly, if they're trying to fight for the number 1 spot, but I think the number 1 spot is going to go to Cincinnati, which no one expected. So they're 0-9. They have to face off against Oakland. But I'm just happy the New England Patriots are back on my television screen. Right?
yeah, right. You got the Falcons wrong though.
Yeah. Oh
And
well.
then you got the Dolphins wrong that time, and you get them all wrong. Yeah.
I won't get it wrong this week because
You don't think so?
I think Carolina is gonna have a tough time with Atlanta. I can't believe I'm saying that, but right now Carolina is 5-4. So I kind of expected better from Carolina, but it's still somewhat early. I know we're halfway through, or a little bit more than halfway through. So maybe they end up making the playoffs. Buffalo definitely, I think, will make the playoffs. Maybe as a wild card, which would be pretty cool to see. I'd like to see Buffalo in there, especially after the 4 Super Bowls that they went to in a row, by the way, and they lost them all. I think they should probably try to make the playoffs again and try to make a run at it. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they should at least try to make a run at it.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
I'm not going to say right now. I want to say the Patriots, but no, I don't want to be biased.
You don't want to be biased.
I know,
but is biased for the Patriots. Come on.
I know, but
I don't hear you talking about like other teams.
I know, but I don't think anyone's a shoo-in to win the Super Bowl. It just matters how you play in the playoffs.
Right. We still got a lot of football left.
We have a lot of football left.
We got this whole month in December.
The Patriots could, and I'm not saying this could happen.
No.
I'm not saying this could happen, but they could lose a lot of games. But I'm not saying that's going to happen.
They got tough teams?
Don't think so.
They got tough teams coming up?
They have Philadelphia today. So
Are they in Philly?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know, but it's still a tough game no matter where it is. No matter where it is, that's still a tough... Oh, wait a minute. That's in Philadelphia, yeah. No matter where it is, that's still a tough game.
No Facebook Live today? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have Facebook Live.
Oh, nice.
So that's still a tough game.
Okay.
We'll see who wins.
I mean, you and 50 other thousand people on the radio dial talking about football. It's just your opinion.
Yeah, it's just my opinion.
I found that article if you want to read it.
In about 15 minutes.
Okay.
I want to get to other stuff first. So, yeah, we have that going on. I did mention that we were going to talk about the Thanksgiving games, and let me just get that up right now because that's not this week; it's next week. Let's see if I can get this up.
It's a couple weeks, actually.
I think it's in week 12.
2 weeks from...
Wait a minute.
It's 2 weeks from Thursday.
Okay. No, well, we're about 11 days away, yeah.
More than that. Look at the calendar over there. I think we're more than that.
The 28th is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, what's today? It's only the 17th, isn't it?
We are 11 days away
11 days? Oh, so
from Thanksgiving.
2 Thursdays? A week from Thursday.
A week from Thursday. Okay, so it is week 13. So let me look at week 13 here. Let me take a look, and we can see who we have for those games. So we have the Bears and the Lions. That's the usual suspects.
Oh, on
right
Thanksgiving?
there. Yeah, usual
Oh, yeah.
suspects there. Bills and Cowboys and Saints and Falcons. So
There's 3 games?
there's 3 games, yes. So those
Who always plays? Detroit.
I think it's Detroit and well, Cowboys have played
Cowboys
a lot.
always play.
They've played a lot.
No, I think there's 3 teams that always play, and then they play.
Is it
these
the
other
Bears? Because the Bears are facing off against the Lions. And I remember that matchup. I remember something like that.
I know the Lions. I'm not the Lions. Yeah, Detroit.
The Lions are always there.
Yeah. So whoever faces them isn't the one that plays all the time. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Get some homework to do over there. Maybe I don't know.
We'll see.
Your Uncle Tom could answer that question in 20 seconds.
I can't tell you who's gonna win these
You should
games.
go visit him more because she'll get you straight on the Thanksgiving game.
I can't tell you who wins these games. I can only tell you maybe one result of out of these 3. But right now I can't tell you because these are tough matchups. They are tough matchups. The Bills and the Cowboys, very 2 tough teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. I think we'll see what happens if the Bills are 7-3 going into it. We'll see what happens. The Bears, hopefully they pick up a couple wins before this game because they need them badly. They're 4-5. The Lions need to win too. I really want to see the Lions succeed because just because of the teammates that they have, the players that they have, and also they have Matt Patricia, who's a young coach right now, who's in his 2nd or 3rd year. I want to see him succeed. I mean, he's not going to be Bill Belichick, but I want to see him succeed.
Yeah, but he worked under Bill Belichick.
He worked under Bill Belichick, which is good.
That is good.
Which is good. It'll teach him. I want to see him succeed. It's just the Lions aren't amazing right now, and I hope they can make some inroads in the offseason this year and try to become a stronger team. I think they have a shot at the playoffs. I mean, they're not completely out of it. We'll see. I don't know, because there's a lot of things that could happen the next couple of weeks. The Jets could go on a 7-game winning streak.
I doubt it.
It's not going to make a difference because they're in the AFC East and they most likely will not make the playoffs. But
keep an eye on the Buffalo Bills.
I'll keep an eye on the Buffalo Bills. I'll even keep an eye. I'll keep an eye on Miami. Miami's winning some games lately.
Pittsburgh too, because Pittsburgh's a good team.
Pittsburgh's good, yeah. They picked up a good win.
They could do anything.
They could pick up more wins in the future.
What's Jacksonville doing this year? After surprising everyone last year.
I think Jacksonville isn't doing well, but let me look. Yeah, not doing so good. Yeah. 4-5. I mean, they could still make the playoffs.
They made the playoffs.
I'll give them that.
Last year was the first time they ever made the playoffs. Right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't want to say yes.
I think it was. I think we had this conversation last year because
I don't know. I don't want to say yes because I don't want to end up being wrong about that. Because I was already wrong last week.
Were you?
About the Falcons, so I don't want to be wrong about the.
No, you were wrong on a prediction. I mean, that's
well, okay.
I mean,
that's different, but I I don't want to be wrong about this. I'm not going to.
The problem with you, Joseph,
just say
right?
yes
Joseph,
or no on that.
Is you put your nose up in the air. You're kind of a snobbage. You know what I mean? You really are when it comes to.
To football,
you wouldn't even go over to the Browns stadium. You wouldn't acknowledge it because they weren't a good team. We were right there. I was like, "Oh, look at the stadium." No, you know. As Ferris Bueller would say, "What are you, Snoopy? I don't want to get snobby, snotty. You know, I don't want to get snooty."
26 degrees in Taunton right now. By the way,
snotty.
I'm just doing that to change the subject.
All right. Okay, we can change the subject on the football, right? We've been talking about what for the last hour and a half, right?
I do have to mention the high school Thanksgiving games.
Middleboro in review.
The Middleboro one.
Middleboro.
Because I did say I was going to mention that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I did say.
The show is called Middleboro in Review.
I did say I was going to mention who they're going to be playing.
Okay, well, that'd be good for people who tuned in for Middleboro news.
Let me get it up. Let's see. We have. Come on. Okay. We got the schedule up here. It's just kind of loading kind of slow. Here we go. Middleboro versus Carver this year. They have an away game this year.
Who does?
Middleboro.
No, they don't. They're in Middleboro this year. We were in Carver last year. Remember how cold it was?
Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. This is Max Preps, so they probably...
What, are they wrong?
Yeah, they're wrong. So...
Really? Are they actually wrong?
They're wrong about that, because it says an away game for Middleboro.
It was last year. It was below 0.
Yeah.
And we went to Carver.
Okay, so, no. They have a home game. Middleboro has a home game.
But you knew
I don't know why...
But you knew that.
I knew... Well, I forgot about it, but... I knew when I read it that I was wrong. I knew that when I read it, it jogged my memory that it was wrong.
Because I told you it was wrong.
Well, no, when I read it, I knew it was wrong.
Why'd you read it then?
Well, once I read it, I knew it. Something clicked. It was like,
yeah, but you read it.
It was wrong.
You gotta look at it and
not
read it.
Well, I kind of didn't know.
And that's what the website's saying?
The website's saying that, so I
don't know.
Do
you have some on paper more official than that website just giving you wrong information about
I have the schedule. Football? I have the schedule, but I don't know if it says... I don't think it says...
You have the schedule?
The WVBF schedule, but I don't think it says it away or home game. So, yeah, it's a home game.
Of course it's a home game.
So, sorry about that.
Jog your
it
memory.
is a home game.
Wasn't it like 5 degrees last year in Carver?
Something like that.
No, it was 5 degrees.
Yeah, we had iced coffees. Was that the year before?
No, it was last year.
Okay. I know that we had like iced coffees one year.
It was last year, Joe.
Yeah. It was both years because we did it again too.
But it wasn't that cold.
Yeah. Well, it's always cold on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I remember it being cold 2 years ago, and last year. Does it say?
I don't know. You just got to get it off Tony's desk, and you get all the information you need.
Okay, yeah, it does say. Yeah. Middleboro Carver. Okay.
Hey, why don't you keep this close to you?
So, I'm sorry for that. It is Middleboro this year.
What's the other game that VBF is doing?
Brockton at Bridgewater Raynham.
And what time's that start?
That is...
And it's at Bridgewater
Raynham? Live. That is live. So, I believe 10.
Okay.
That's live.
Oh, I'm sure
that's the one that's going to be live. Yeah. Our game, the Middleboro game, will be a tape delay. So it won't be live.
All right. So it'll be 2 games on WVBF.
So, Bridgewater Raynham at home. Bridgewater Raynham at home, and Middleboro at home, too. So, yeah.
Okay.
I should have just looked at the schedule.
You
sorry
good.
about that.
Good job.
I'm sorry about that again.
The schedule's it's like 15,000 of them on Tony's desk.
I know, but I wasn't thinking of it.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, over there. All right.
Peanut
gallery.
Gal.
It's a mistake, okay? Honest mistake. I don't need to hear from the peanut gallery.
You shut my mic off if you don't like what I'm saying. You are in charge. I'm
It's
just
an
saying.
honest mistake.
I'm just saying.
It's
Maybe,
all,
maybe you should grab a couple more of those schedules.
I know, but I'm just
I mean,
saying.
the schedules are
Honest mistake.
They are provided for you.
I understand, but I'm just saying, honest mistake by me. It happens. All right, so what do we have? All right, we got this. Matilda coming to the Alley Theater in December. Ronald Dahl's award-winning Matilda, the musical, is the captivating masterpiece that revels in the anarchy of childhood, the power of imagination, and the inspiring story of a girl who dreams of a better life. It is the story of an extraordinary girl, armed with a vivid imagination and a sharp mind, dares to take a stand and change her own destiny. Matilda was born with astonishing wit, intelligence, and psychokinetic powers. She's unloved by her cruel parents, but impresses her school teacher, the highly lovable Miss Honey. Matilda's school life isn't completely smooth sailing, but Matilda has courage and cleverness in equal amounts, and could be the school pupils' saving grace. The show opens December the 6th, Friday, 7 p.m. at the Alley Theater in Middleboro, and runs Saturday, December 7th at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Sunday, the 8th of December at 3 p.m. Friday, December 13th at 7 p.m. Saturday, December 14th at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. and closes on Sunday, December the 15th at 3 p.m. Tickets are $20. Please call 508-946-1071 to order. The Alley Theater is located at 133 Center Street in Middleborough. So that should be a fun play
Christmas play
to go to. Yeah.
Christmas plays. We should go to a Christmas play. We should find one and go. Something fun.
So, 15 before the hour here on Middleborough in Review.
What's that, Jeff? What's that on the computer there? What's that?
Oh, we have a special meeting in Taunton coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That looks all official.
It is. It's very official. So, Saturday, November 23rd, 2019 at 10:30 a.m. at Chester R. Martin Municipal Council Chambers, Temporary City Hall, 141 Oak Street, Taunton, Mass. A special meeting of the Municipal Council has been scheduled by Council President Jeffrey Postel on Saturday, November 23rd, 2019 at 10:30 a.m. in the Chester R. Martin Municipal Council Chambers, Temporary City Hall, 141 Oak Street, Taunton, Mass. The purpose of this special meeting is to appoint an interim mayor.
Oh yeah, because I guess the current mayor is going to his job, right?
Yes.
Oh, that started that early. You can't.
It started. Yeah, it started. I believe his last day was sometime this week or last week.
Well,
so
it was. No, he's still
no, it was
mayor.
last week.
It's like so we don't have a mayor. There's not a mayor.
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I'm not saying. I don't know.
Then don't say.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? It doesn't sound right. I think they always have to have a mayor.
They
That's why
they do. They do. I don't know who it is.
No, they appointed one.
They're going to. Yeah.
Right.
They're gonna hear. They're gonna. This is what this meeting is for.
Let me see that.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
This is what this meeting is for.
Yeah, but
to find a temporary mayor.
Yeah, but I'm sure the mayor is still active now because they can't leave the town without a mayor.
I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure that they do. I'm not saying they don't at all. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. No, that's not what I said. I'm not saying at all that they don't.
All right, I see that. All right. There you go. This was that left for you?
It was just left here.
Oh, it was left here. Okay.
And
right.
I just wanted to mention.
I'm sure they're going to be talking about that on Tony's show and all week.
They'll mention it, yeah.
They're
going to be talking about it all week.
That.
They're going to be talking about it all week. So, I wanted to mention it here today on my show. So, we have a little bit of train news here. Let me get the article
train
up.
news. Oh boy.
Train news, yes. So, we have this that happened.
Oh, I heard it made the news. Is this what you were telling me about yesterday, right?
Yes, this is what I told you about yesterday. It made the news.
Oh, yeah. Read up. Oh, boy.
Passengers holding on to a rail next to an open door in the commuter train, rail train, trying not to fall out. There's a video of this. And you go to Mass Live. It's the article, and you can see the video that was posted. A video taken on a Middleboro Lakeville commuter rail train Tuesday evening shows passengers holding on to a rail next to a wide open door as the train continued on, apparently at full speed. There's also in an interview with 7 News on Tuesday, the commuter who tweeted the video, who did not offer his name, said a man had attempted to hold the door closed while the train was in motion. He lost his grip a couple times where the door would open and he'd have to push it closed again so no one would fall out, the commuter told a TV station.
I got a quick question, not to interrupt you. Why wouldn't you just walk away from the door? I mean, obviously, it's malfunction in the door.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hang out. These people don't sound too bright to me. So they're gonna hang out where the door is open. Like, is it that crowded that they just can't squeeze down in the middle and stand in the
I'm getting to it. Yeah, I'm getting to that, actually.
Right. Okay.
He noted that passengers had to stand because the train was filled with commuters during the rush hour. So it was filled up.
Yeah, but we're not talking India trains. We're talking...
No.
They could have moved away from the door. There's no need of hanging out. I know exactly. I know how these all set up. They're in the vestibules between the two cars
Yes.
where the trains are.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's seats there, and a lot of people gather. And the reason they gather over where the doors is because they want to get out fast or whatever and get in their cars because they don't want to be waiting in line with the parking lot. I get it. But why would you just walk away from the door? There's room. There's definitely... It is crowded, but you can't tell me that you can't walk away from that door. You have to stand next to an open door. I'd love it. That'd be a rush for me. Not just hanging out. But not anyone's a thrill seeker.
Yep. A spokesman for Keolis, the company operating the commuter rail, told 7 News that onboard crews were aware of the open door and were focusing on the safety of passengers. The company says it's investigating the incident.
How you focusing on the safety of passengers with doors open?
I don't know.
That's funny.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not funny. I mean, that could have been terrible, but I don't know. Why would someone stand next to an open door?
No idea.
People want to make the news, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I just think I think there was probably a little room to walk away from the door. They didn't need to be near that door. No one needed to be near that door. I don't understand why the conductors didn't order people away from that door. That's what I would have done if I was there. I would have said, just everyone's got to clear out, everyone's got to move down, and I don't know, sit in each other's laps, whatever it takes, but don't stay near the door. So I don't know. It's funny how you get an article like that, and people are like, "Oh, I'm hanging out next to the open door." Really? You had no choice. You had to stay near the open door. You couldn't walk away from the open door. Well, no, because there's no place to go. Of course there is. You can move. It's crowded, but it's not that crowded.
Yeah.
All the seats are taken. People have to stand in the aisles. I don't know.
So it's 7:50. 7:53.
Well, we gotta do some commercials, don't we?
Well, I'm gonna do the live reads here.
And the commercials, right?
And I'll do one or two commercials. And then we'll be right back. So, the live reads. Here we go. Spark Street Auto Body. Here at 48 Spark Street, Brockton, Massachusetts. It's the place to go to get any body work you need done to your car before the winter or during the winter. I know winter is a very dangerous time when it comes to car crashes. So, definitely the place to go is Spark Street Auto Body, 48 Spark Street, Brockton, Mass. 508-583-1495. And Williams Trading Post. They are currently closed for the next 12 days until November 29th. They will reopen with all the Christmas stuff that you need for the Christmas season. And they're located at 556 Wareham Street, Middleboro, Mass. Their number, 508-947-1598. And we'll be right back. We're going to play 1 or 2 commercials, and we will be right back here on Middleboro in Review.
TJ Driscoll Construction.
Playing 1 or 2 commercials because
you gotta structure your show better, dude.
You got distracted talking about.
You can't get distracted.
I know. Well, we were talking. We had a
train wreck. You're doing terrible.
I'm doing terrible.
You are. You didn't have any of the scores. You had you didn't have the schedule. You gave the wrong information. Spent too much time on the NFL.
I fixed it.
I don't know, Joe.
I fixed it. Seriously.
And I'm getting aggravated on the air.
TJ Driscoll Construction. Again, the number is.
People shut off with a bickering on the air.
7966. Call them today. You will not be disappointed.
You don't prep for your show. You gotta start doing more prep for your show, dude.
Now you can hear Hometown Talk Radio with me, Tony Lopes, every Monday through Friday, starting at 8:30 a.m. More calls, more issues, more
You
guests.
got time to read this little article? Well, Burden?
Probably not.
We just said we were gonna talk about it. We have to.
Alright.
Probably not. We just talked about it. We're not gonna.
4 minutes.
Yeah, but you're the one who.
Alright, hold on. Alright, we are back here in Middleboro in Review, and we're going to have the daily talk with Don. He had something that he wanted to talk about here today.
I think we need to talk about it next week because we talked too much about the NFL. But if you want to read this real quick,
I'll read it. Yeah, I'll read it, and we'll set it up for next week. And sorry about that, by the way. Virgin Trains USA operates a single service between Miami and West Palm Beach with a single intermediate stop at Fort Lauderdale. Virgin Trains USA began operating on January 2018. As of November, it is the only privately owned and operated intercity passenger railroad in the United States. That's pretty interesting.
That's what I wanted to talk about is that this company, if anybody go online and check it out, they're doing really well. And they're privately owned, and they're making money. And the reason they're making money is because, not like the MBTA that runs 7 coaches on a Sunday and put everyone in one coach and dragging all that equipment around, wear and tear, brakes, axles, everything else. I don't know why. First, I don't know why the T does that. I really don't, but I will research it more next. I'd like to talk to somebody about the T. Why they run all that equipment on Sundays? Like they have to run 6 subway cars on a Sunday. It's a waste. I don't know why they just don't disconnect it, park them, and whatever. You know, I don't understand why they have to drag all that equipment around. And
no idea. Yeah, no idea.
But you know what I'm saying. But we haven't. How much time we got left, Joe?
3 minutes.
Okay. You do you.
We're also gonna talk about next week for a few minutes about the Amtrak decision to take away the dining car. Wanted to talk about that, and we'll be talking about that next week because I have some thoughts. I know you probably have some thoughts about that too.
Yeah, we could do some research on it.
So we have post by the Brewster Police Department.
Okay, before you read that, we have been reading this since July. And the reason we read the whole post, and it's obviously it's old news, is because just to mention in passing of what happened to this individual back on July 9th would be a disservice, in my opinion, on what he went through and how it all happened. If you read the whole article, we're saying the article's old. The article is July 9th, so you're talking, 4 months ago. It's important to read it all so you know what this individual went through and what was involved. And it's important to read the official article, and that's why we do that. We don't just say, we're talking. I don't want to shorten it because, in my opinion, if you shorten it, you just take away from what really happened. So that's why we do. That's why I have Joey read. That's why Joey's kind enough to read the article.
All right. Brewster Police Department. The Brewster Police Department continues to investigate a hit-and-run crash that occurred around 9:30 p.m. last night, July the 9th. The vehicle involved struck a cyclist who has been identified as Connor Long, age 32, from Brewster. Mr. Long was treated at the scene by Brewster Fire and Rescue and was transported to Barnstable Municipal Airport, where he was flown via Medflight helicopter to a Boston hospital. He is currently in serious but stable condition. The Brewster Police Department is being assisted by the Barnstable County Sheriff's Office BCI unit and the Cape Cod Regional Crash Reconstruction Team with the investigation. At this point, we are looking to speak with the operator of a light-colored sedan hatchback, possibly with a roof rack. The vehicle was seen leaving the area around the time of the crash and may have information that would assist investigators. The involved vehicle would likely have front passenger side damage. Anyone with any information about this crash is encouraged to contact the Brewster Police Department, 508-896-7011.
Thank you, Joey.
And we have one today in history. President John F. Kennedy dedicates Washington Dulles International Airport, serving the Washington, D.C. region. That happened in 1962. And happy birthday to Martin Bear, English guitarist and songwriter. So, we will see you next week for the November 24th edition of Middleboro in Review. And until then, have a great week, everybody. Oh, crap, I didn't do that one. Perfect.